Hey everyone, it's Sep here from Blackbook Properties and CondoBlackbook.com. I wanted to talk a little bit about the after effects of the very, very unfortunate Surfside Condo Collapse on the condo market as a whole so far. Just some little tidbits of I have clients calling me asking, hey Sep, how has the Surfside Condo Collapse impacted the market? How has it impacted my property values? Should I be buying right now? And so on. First of all, what we've noticed is there's been very little hesitation, especially when it comes to newer condo buildings. Occasionally we get a question, but many times it's a pretty straightforward purchase, just like it typically would be, where someone comes, finds a great condo that they like, and they put it under contract and buy it. Now, we have noticed a little bit of a dip in general on the total sales that from August. Now, granted, today's August 31st when I'm filming this, so the numbers actually will go up a little bit as people report the last few days of the month numbers. But we have noticed a little bit of a dip. In Miami Beach, it's almost a 40% dip from July to August. However, if you compare August of this year to August of any of the past couple of years, it still blows it out of the water. So the demand overall is much higher than it has been in previous years, even though the demand differential from July to August seems to have dropped a little bit more than usual. So it still remains to be seen whether that's an ongoing impact or not, but it's certainly something to watch out for. The big important thing there though is that there is still a massive amount of demand, significantly more than past years. And so that's really what's the main story here in the overall condo market. There's a couple things I wanted to touch base on real quickly. First of all, for those who are a little bit concerned about making a purchase or even securing their investment on how to feel safe with either buying a place or holding on to your place, given what's happened with the Surfside collapse, and just making sure that the T's are crossed, I's are dotted. First of all, condo associations have records of everything they've done, everything they've planned, and even everything they've talked about in their board meetings. So as a owner, you have access to those, and as a buyer, you can ask the owner to gather as much documentation for you as possible. So you can see has there been any structural issues, has there been any other issues that you should be concerned about when making a purchase, or when sort of reviewing whether your investment is a solid one. Also, a lot of associations since the Surfside collapse have sent emails out to their residents to give them an update on where they do stand. So everyone's been in sort of review and revision process. So you might be able to even get a hold of one of those emails, and that would also be really helpful. In addition, generally, just the fact that there's a general awareness now, residents are more aware of what's going on with their surroundings. They look at the ceilings, they look at the walls and so on, and if there's any signs of wear and tear, the reporting mechanisms have increased significantly in the condo buildings, so these kind of things won't just be left for years and years unattended to. And finally, the cities and counties are both working, have published, and will continue to improve their publishing mechanisms for 40-year recertifications, so that owners, buyers, etc. will have public access to that information, just like they have public access to information like permit information in general, sales information, and so on. This is a health and safety issue, so they're working to better the transparency when it comes to that as well. In summary, the condo market is still booming here more than it has pretty much ever. And the reasons for the demand is still all the same, right? Beautiful weather, as you can see behind me, all year long. The work, because of COVID's sort of the new Delta, the whole idea of working from home has become almost like a permanent fixture in American life and just life in general. And so people are sort of making their decisions. I'm working from home. I'm gonna figure it out with my office or my company later, or they've already figured it out now, and they're moving to where they always wanted to have a second home or vacation home, and Miami's one of those very, very well-regarded, well-desired places, desirable places. And so people are coming here, moving here, and being able to earn great income with their work wherever that work used to be, and yet still have the great Miami lifestyle with the lower average prices as compared to a lot of other big cities. Also, Florida has no taxes and so on. So the demand factors are all still here, and people are flocking to Florida like never before, especially here down in South Florida. So I hope that helps. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk soon.